but never wanna do the work. And everybody play the same game, but man, when they feel it's hurt, ain't nothing worse than the heart turned ice cold. Promises made to be broke, I can't trust a soul. Dragging baggage from an old flame I should've left long ago. Why we gotta play the blame game? I don't wanna play no more. Band-aids over bullet. I gotta stop. Band-aids over bullet wounds. A band-aid just won't do. A band-aid just won't do. Yeah. Putting band-aids over bullet wounds. I gotta stop. Bullet wounds. Band-aid just won't do. I can't keep up, can't keep. Should I say less, or should I say more? The more we love, the more we at a war. It's a time to plead. I be praying to the Lord, and it's a time to leave. Now I'm walking out that door. Hey, and why did the rain fall? Why did it rain? Everything seemed to change. Happiness turned to pain. I wanted to be strong, wanted to hold on. Tell me, where did we go wrong? Tell me, where did we go wrong? Hey, yeah. I came last because I put you first. Yeah, 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 yeah. I did everything to make us work. Ain't no love no more between us two. No. I can't take it no more. I gotta move. Yeah. Band-aids over bullet. I gotta stop. Band-aids over bullet wounds. A band-aid just won't do. A band-aid just won't do. Yeah. Putting band-aids over bullet wounds. I gotta stop. Wounds. Band-aid just won't do. I can't keep up, can't keep.
These niggas on that nonsense. Stop it. These bitches need to stop it. Swear they got niggas jogging, but really on some thoughts. Stop it. These niggas need to stop it. They capping on they pockets. These niggas on that nonsense. Stop it. These bitches need to stop it. Swear they got niggas jogging, but really on some thoughts. I'm stopping shit like a red light. Run up on me, you gon' see a red light. You a snitch, nigga, he a fed type. He ain't really bad, he just said right. Stay on the cheese all day and night. Don't chase the cat, don't fuck with mice. Young nigga ballin' like Jerry Rice. This life a game, just play it right. All of you bitches play games. All of you niggas two-faced. I'm too busy chasing the cake. Winning the race, so we in first place. I'll forever go race. You niggas can't handle my weight. Hell no, I'm never afraid. Speaking on game, we'll slide any day. Stop it. These niggas need to stop it. They capping on they pockets. These niggas on that nonsense. Stop it. These bitches need to stop it. Swear they got niggas jogging, but really on some thoughts. Stop it. These niggas need to stop it. They capping on they pockets. These niggas on that nonsense. Stop it. These bitches need to stop it. Swear they got niggas jogging, but really on some thoughts. Oh my god, shit, look who done stepping this bitch. A hot nigga that's a poet, kicking some of that real knowledge about how niggas is. I'm about what profits they really got in their pockets or how they out with that rocket. Y'all need to stop it. Y'all niggas found me flopping. Y'all niggas smile me plotting. Can't trust niggas cause they say they down and they snitch. Takashi, y'all ain't trapping. Y'all barely rapping. Most of y'all really acting. That's facts cause they fiction and not about no action. Niggas need to stop playing games. This ain't Madden. This Barbara nigga talking shit, but I ain't lacking. Got my yes though, even though I'm a spiritual individual, giving this lyrical flow. And before I go and pass it to bro, let me get you hoes, y'all giving up pussy without any goals. Soon as your nigga turn his back, you fucking on this bro, then act like your pussy go. That's the shit you hoes selling, but it ain't getting sold. I love my ladies to the max, but these hoes is cold. Stay on your toes, never fold, that's the goal. We achieving, nigga, I get head like Beavis, nigga. See, gon' swallow the whole semen, nigga. My gang solid, that semen, nigga. Y'all broke as hell, y'all be fiending, nigga. We don't follow, we be leading, nigga. Stop it, stop it. These niggas need to stop it. They capping on their pockets. These niggas on that nonsense. Stop it, stop it. These bitches need to stop it. Swear they got niggas jogging, but really on some thought shit. Stop it, stop it. These niggas need to stop it. They capping on their pockets. These niggas on that nonsense. Stop it, stop it. These bitches need to stop it. Swear they got niggas jogging, but really on some thought shit.
Don't talk about things you don't know about. A burning kiss turn a trick to a lover now. A burning kiss make a bitch wanna run around. If you're trying to find love, pick another route. Don't talk about things you don't know about. A burning kiss got your money always running out. A burning kiss got the hoes getting slutted out. If you're trying to find love, pick another route. Don't talk about things you don't know about. A burning kiss turn a trick to a lover now. A burning kiss make a bitch wanna run around. If you're trying to find love, pick another route. Don't talk about things you don't know about. A burning kiss got your money always running out. A burning kiss got the hoes getting slutted out. If you're trying to find love, pick another route. A nigga start from the clouds when I'm coming down. A burning kiss make a bitch wanna turn around. I was calm with the shit, it's whatever now. Throwing money in the air, bring the weather down. Lit shit for the click on the set now. Dig this when they switch, they upset now. Don't trip, ain't no reason to regret now. Broke bitch ain't shit but a letdown. Don't talk about things you don't know about. All that money coming in, it ain't going out. Titty sitting in the bra, can't hold it down. When a nigga take the stage, they be showing out. Yup, you a hater and it's useless. Me, don't give a fuck about your 2 cents. I don't give a fuck what a nigga talk. I'm 10 toes on the ground, you can never walk. Nigga chill before you hit with a loose one. At this range, I'ma tell you it be gruesome. Like I told you, fully loaded, nigga, each one. The gun bullets in the clip have a threesome. Don't talk about things you don't know about. A burning kiss, get it lit through this whole house. Twin flames do a dance, let it turn out. You gotta watch, you can't stop until it burn out. Don't talk about things you don't know about. A burning kiss, turn a trick to a lover now. A burning kiss, make a bitch wanna run around. If you're trying to find love, pick another route. Don't talk about things you don't know about. A burning kiss got your money always running out. A burning kiss got the hoes getting slutted out. If you're trying to find love, pick another route. Don't talk about things you don't know about. A burning kiss turn a trick to a lover now. A burning kiss make a bitch wanna run around. If you're trying to find love, pick another route. Don't talk about things you don't know about. A burning kiss got your money always running out. A burning kiss got the hoes getting slutted out. If you're trying to find love, pick another route. Weed smoke, let me know that you bitch made. I ain't really trying to talk, time to get paid. Everybody on go, time to switch pace. If a thinking you was better, what a mistake. If a nigga really want you to get sprayed, right there where you at, nigga get slain. Broad day while you chillin', nigga get flame. It's lights out if it hit a nigga this range. Don't talk about things you don't know about. All the hoes in the city who done brought them out. And this drug really dope by the quarter pound. Now tell me what's a go to a slaughterhouse. Yup, there's one thing that I did learn. Fireproof to the face cause a kiss burn. Chill, I know a nigga can't touch that. A nigga life can compare to a struck match. Useless, can't do the same shit twice. Take one to the head, nigga, good night. 2 shots now, everybody take flight. Clear the scene, motherfucker, if you like life. Don't talk about things you don't know about. A burning kiss, get it lit through this whole house. Twin flames do a dance, let it turn out. You gotta watch, you can't stop until it burn out. Don't talk about things you don't know about. A burning kiss, turn a trick to a lover now. A burning kiss, make a bitch wanna run around. If you're trying to find love, pick another route. Don't talk about things you don't know about. A burning kiss got your money always running out. A burning kiss got the hoes getting slutted out. If you trying to find love, pick another route. Don't talk about things you don't know about. A burning kiss turn a trick to a lover now. A burning kiss make a bitch wanna run around. If you trying to find love, pick another route. Don't talk about things you don't know about. A burning kiss got your money always running out. A burning kiss got the hoes getting slutted out. If you trying to find love, pick another route.
You ever wonder what it's like to live in the jungle? Lion, tigers, and bears, snakes, and scorpions. Can you take this shit serious? Serious as it is. When it's fuck, how you feel? Better get it how you live. When killers retaliate every enemy possible, surviving lives on a hard pill to swallow. God bless the child that can hold his own. That means taking care of your family till your kids are grown. If loyalty is royalty, some of us broke as fuck. Blood thicker than water, but still, who can you trust? They say that you to blame, ran your name in the mud. You a soldier, you was trained, you was ready for war. The president smoking, fucking bitches in the White House. Stomping in the Air Force Ones until the lights out. King of high yourself, they say you dangerous and woke. They know we greedy for these beats, so they say we creep slow.
Woke is the new sleep, shallow is the new deep. Cheeks every news week, silence is the new speech. Cool like a fan, but on the other hand, I'm a nympho, so I like to fuck what they saying. Fuck an ab and a pan, they both kicking the can. Two homeless motherfuckers that ain't took back they land. Ain't no need to take a seat, want you to overly stand. Listen up and pour a cup, while I rock like a band. Fuck a chief in a trap, I like feeling the vibe. Man tucking on that pride and see it's just a divide. But you fuck with white girls and you push genocide. And Jennifer, the only one you call for a ride. I was fucking with that shit, but now my feelings have died. And all my women spoil like my package expired. My discernment like a tooth with the feeling inside. Cause I'm here to tell the truth, fuck what you feeling inside, nigga.
This that prolific, spiritual individual. Grab your bitches, they follow him everywhere he go. My aura code, the shit I'm kicking like Sub-Zero. Most niggas playing it simple, we keep shit popping like teenage pimples. Y'all niggas lack credentials, overlapping most uniques with meditation, elevation, fundamentals. It's official, like a ref with a whistle. I won't pick up my dribble, she look me in the eyes, open up the eyes and say, play monkey in the middle. The woman's my favorite riddle, high charisma in my temple. She get real experimental with her mouth on my pillow. Guess my lap is her pillow. She have fun giving me brain. That's real fundamentals. Give me some. Get you one. I'm a chosen one to overcome any spiritual war. I know I already won. Plus my high vibration surpassing all you bums, nigga.
Yeah.
Hello, good evening, everybody. Hello. Hey, Blended.
Hey, girl.
Let me go ahead and shout out the chat real quick. I was trying to pin. I'm having difficulties, but I'll do what we do. You know, it always something with the StreamYard. But first in the building was Young Riaz. Thank you for showing up. I know he's gonna. He always catches my replay because he's over there in a whole different country. So he dropped in and said hello. So shout out to him. Hey, Chrissy, True Darkness. Thank you for always supporting me. Lady K was in the building as well. Thank you, Lady K. Haven't seen you in a long time. I miss you. I miss you and the music. Marco Powers in the building. Peace and love to you, Marco Power. And of course, my beautiful host, Linda Hillen, is up here. Oh my! Oh, okay. There go my family in the chat. KJA's in the family, and what is? Oh, Moon Above. Okay, Moon Above. I like that. I like that, cousin. I like that. Um. So, guys, as I always
Salute to the
do,
chat.
yeah.
Salute, salute.
As
Gratitude. I love the look, D. I'm feeling
you said you wanted
it. I'm
some hearts,
feeling
and I thought for this episode, since we made that announcement, we're gonna have hearts just flying in for us. So thank you, thank you, thank you. So you tuned in. Okay, Moon Above, I would like for you to hit the link, but I got you. Okay. But anyway, since we are at the Love Palace, Linda, you know how we started over here. How are you today, and how is your mental health?
I'm okay. I'm okay. Thank you for asking. And yourself?
I'm having a wonderful day. My middle grandson turned 3 today. I was doing the
Oh,
show. I posted it and I didn't get the chance to call him yet, but I'll get him, later on. But yeah, and my mental health
gonna
is
call that
like
thing.
if I was to rate it, it's on the 8 today. I'm feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty good. So,
Happy
uh,
birthday, happy solar return to the young king.
yeah. Okay. So, we were over there chatting over at Blended Healing. I know a lot of my people are gonna try to pop up later on, hopefully. But Blended, that episode over there. I'm telling you, that was one of the best ones that we've had. Um, I feel over there, and what I wanted to do over here today is really just have fun with it and really talk about being in love, falling in love, and loving someone, and just really, I like how we had the open conversation of how things made us feel. How I have plenty of stories, so I can't wait for my cousin Kelly to hit the panel because we were laughing today about these stories of how when we were in relationships currently and past, how it made us feel and the good feelings. You know what I'm saying? Because we're not gonna make this anything else but a good live. So definitely talking about loving someone, being in love, and falling in love. So the reason why that came to mind because I do think that all three are different. There is a difference in all three, as we discussed over at Blended Healing. To me, when you're being in love with somebody, I gave the example like a fat kid loves cake, and Blended started laughing.
Hmm.
You can love a lot of things. You can love a lot of things that doesn't mean that it's always good for you at the proper time. Or my other phrase, as I stated before, you can love someone doesn't mean you have to be with them. So I mean, to me, when you love someone, you want them to be their best version of themselves. You support them, not meaning that you want them to be in a romantic relationship, but you just have love for them. You feel me on that? Like love. Hey, mouthpiece, thank you for showing up, just having, being in love. I love a lot of things, you know, but I'm not romantically in love. And I think being in love is more romantic. Um, and friendship wise too. I love my girlfriends, family members as well, even though some of them get on your nerves anyway. But I think there is a great difference in that. What's your thoughts on that? Hey, Gary. Good to see you.
Um, there is a big difference between being in love and being loved. Um, because when you're just loved, it's like you're in cruise control, you know.
Mhm.
It's the comfortability, it's the part where you can just be yourself. When you are in love, it's always on 10, meaning that you always have to be, you know, dressed to impress all the time, have the right words, have the right conversation, the gifting, the dinners. And even though the conversations could be very deep and insightful at that time because you are getting to know each other, but know that to me, it's an illusion because when you are falling in love, you always want to put your best foot forward. So, therefore, you're painting this picture of a person. Um, Say, for instance, it's like when you take a photograph, right? And then you put a filter on it. So,
Mhm.
it's actual you. It is you, but it's not the real you. It's not the
Right.
authentic. It's not you with the bra coming off. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
Right.
it's it's like, but when you are loved, then you have the ability to be your authentic self. And the most important thing is that even though you are two that become one unit, but what I've learned over time is don't get lost in the unit and still reflect your individuality as a growing individual within the relationship. In some cases, one may outgrow the other, you know? Um, but that does not mean that the love is not there. It just means that it's like I said, it's like having a car, it's like cruise control, you know? You just take, and then you really need to make sure that you don't take the other person for granted because that easily happens as well, and thus cue the drama. So I always have a saying that says, you know, don't expect the other person to be and do what your ideal is or what you think that they should be saying or how they should be. Everybody's an individual. And if you put that spin on it and you expect them to act and be and do what you expect, then it's not going to work because everybody's going to respond to things differently. And as we age, so does our experience, so does our wisdom, and the things that you may have seen when you first got together, and 20 years later, things are different. Sometimes it's just that way. So, in hopes of saving or salvaging what you have, don't take them for granted, and communication is going to start dwindling. But if I give you any pearls of wisdom, don't allow that to happen. And that's pretty much I have to say. What's up, Kels? How you doing?
Hey, Kels.
Hey, 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 hey. Y'all know I'm trying to get in here.
You want to answer the question? Or you want me to wait? Are you en route? Or you? I don't know. So I
I'm
don't
I'm
want
I'm I'm stable, but ask the question again
to.
so I
Okay,
can get
got
the
you.
fullness.
I got you. I got you. I got you. I understand what you said. Okay. Oh, look at I don't even have the question up. See, I was. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. So, first of all, the first question is, how are you today, and how is your mental health?
I am doing great today, and my mental health is stable.
Stable's good. Stable is good. Stable is great. Yeah, great. So the question is, do you know the difference in loving you, being in love, and falling in love? When I say loving you, I mean loving a person. being in love with a person and falling in love with the person.
Okay, so being in love, um, I think being in love, I don't know, does that apply to romantic relationships more than family relationships? Being in love?
I don't know. It just depends on with you.
I mean, because being in love, I think requires a little more um, quality time, tact. You spend time with a person, getting to know a person. Love allows you to do kind of move around a little bit, a lot of ways in relationship. Comes with care, trust. Let's see. And then the other question was
So there's,
the
do you love someone? Just love them. Being in love with someone, falling in love with someone.
okay. So here's how I could put it. I love people.
Uh huh.
I'm not in
Okay.
love with
Okay.
anyone but myself at this point. I think that I had to turn that being in love on myself for the time being. Been single. This is probably like the first time I've been single throughout my whole life for as long as I have been. And so I'm just trying to take the time to learn me. So I'm in love with myself and finding love with myself. And then falling in love, I'm not falling. So I'm not tripping. I'm not falling. Uh, yeah.
Yeah. So you definitely hit some key points because we had actually took the time because it was brought to us one many years ago about the word fall because I was like I want to fall in love, but I was adamant, so adamant about falling in love. And so the person that I was talking to, and you were present, told us to look up the word fall. So I'm like, yeah, you know me. I'm gonna look up the word fall. So when looking up the word fall, the definition means, of course, moving downward, typically rapid and freely without control from higher to a lower level, to hang down, for someone to lose one's balance and collapse. Typically, it's done in a form of worship. That's also as well, but it usually means decrease in numbers, amount, intensity, or quality. So I was like, wait a minute. I don't want to lose control. I don't want to be rapidly and freely uh, falling in love with somebody, and I don't want it to collapse. So I sort of changed my view on the word fall. It's just words, it's just me, y'all, just words. So fall is not the word that I use. So being in love is what I'm more um apt to say because I feel like when you're being in love, it's a feel you're going in like you're feeling. I almost went there, y'all. You, it's a feeling of y'all becoming one. You have like the love palace say it's a form of deep love and affection. That's what love means. So I don't want to fall into it because I don't want it to collapse, or I don't want it to do that. I want it to be something that is uplifting and upbuilding. So that's where, like, when the definition, when somebody came to me and said, "I don't want you to fall in love," it was my ex husband that told me that he didn't want me, and I was looked at him all crazy until I really got the definition of it. But still, and I'm not saying that it's wrong to have that definition, but I prefer to be in love, and I do agree with you. You can love everyone because to me, loving everyone means, like I said, their well being, loving, want them to do their best and, be the best version of them. You're uplifting them. That doesn't have to mean you're with them every step of the way, but you love them because you want to see them do well. So that's just my take on. I wanted to really talk about that as well. And also the point that blended over there of having being secure in love. So when you're in love, a sense of security for me is, like we stated, I could be myself. Like it don't matter because I'm one of those what I say LL Cool J says my husband around the way girl. You know what I'm saying? I could have bamboo earrings, at least two pair. I could wear jeans. I could dress up. I could, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not the girl that can just be, I don't have to be dressed up all the time. That's just not me. And as I had everybody laughing over there, I like to wear wigs and weaves and stuff. So, you know, that wig might come off. You understand? Them eyelashes might come off. I like, so my sense of security in a relationship is me being my authentic self and knowing that that person still loves me. What do you guys' thought on that? Anybody? Something to say?
Well, no, I agree with you 100% wholeheartedly. I think love is an action word. It's something that you have to do, not just say. It's something that you have to perform to show somebody that you care. When you say you love, it comes. I think love comes with being communication. When you say you love someone, being able to communicate for me is one of the biggest things. Being able to communicate. That's think how I learned that I show love is just by having a conversation, making sure we squaring things out, making sure we on the same page.
Hmm. And then like she mentioned over there, it's the ease of being yourself. And also when you're first in that first um dating stage or situationship stage or whatever we want to call it, you know, I always say you get those butterflies. If somebody can make you feel those butterflies and giddy and you yearn for their presence, their
Well, are
voice.
you? Hey, are you in love when you feel that?
I I would say I would say it could be, you got to beware because it could be infatuation. I understand what you're saying. I get it. But
Uh-huh.
I could say those, the only reason why I say yeah, because those, I feel that same feeling when I am in love. So it's not to say, so I'm gonna be honest, I'm one of them ones that believes in love at first sight. If that person is there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and I've had relationships where this one guy, I'm telling you, when I seen him and we looked at each other, and even like people in the room was like, what, we didn't even know each other. And it was just like our energy was so on point that it was like, but is this what love at first sight feels like? You know what I'm saying? I had to ask myself that. So that's a good question. That's a good question. Um, I would say that my ultimate goal is to be in love with somebody. So I would say yeah, because I feel that's how I feel about love. But if you're just gonna do that with everyone, that's where I feel it could be a downfall. And also too fast can be a downfall. Like Blenda said, we should give things about 3 to 6 months or longer before we really, but sometimes I hear stories when people just knew they knew. You know what I'm saying? They have
Yeah.
very successful relationships. What did Mouthpiece say? I agree also. I love a woman that's confident in donning mine, her showing me her hip hop natural side because I'm very comfortable being me. So it's only right. Yes,
Yep.
exactly.
Yep.
Exactly.
And I think that's it too, just being able just to be yourself. Because I'll tell a story. Was out at went to go meet some friends, and one of the friends had a brother. And I was like, oh, whatever, you know what I mean? You know, bring your friend to meet my friend so we could be friends type deal, you know what I
Mhm.
mean?
Right, right, right.
And like I didn't know that the guy was like really like around checking me out. So I finally meet him in this chocolate. Well, he's not chocolate. I will say caramel brother
Hmm.
with the honey brown eyes and the
Let's go.
beautiful smile. Let's go with the
Yes.
brown suit on, looking all great and just. He came from work, and I will say one thing: a working man is a beautiful thing. So it don't matter what kind.
a job that you got, know that you can always move up. But I love a working man that knows how to get up and go handle his business. It's probably one of the sexiest things for me. And so seeing him come from work, it was like, oh my goodness. And then when I seen him, I was like, I think I might be in love. But then I had a question like, no, is this too fast? Because I seen him and he just kind of got me. Like I ain't never had that feeling before. Like, and being the Asian I am is crazy because you hear stories of people just falling in love or first love at first sight. You hear these stories and you like,
Hmm.
yeah, that ain't gonna be me till it happened. And then you like, ooh,
Right.
I guess. But yeah, I've had a situation where I looked at a person and was like, you might be the one. You
Man,
just might.
I
And
feel
here's
it.
the funny thing: I don't think he even noticed that he was the one, Neo.
Neo. Let's go, Neo. He was the one. I feel you now, and also a voice. I have a very, very. If you got some type of accent or something, I'm in trouble. I'd be like, oh, I'm in danger. So
Oh,
I get it. I get it. So Gary said, love is a noun, verb, action word, the most humbling emotions of all emotions. But I really wanted to go to this because he's asking us a question. Ladies, can you love something or someone you don't know?
Gary, I just told you the story. I met the guy in the trap. No, I'm just playing. I just seen him at the casino, like literally walked in, seen him, and heard his voice and was like, "Ooh, who are you? I'm interested, way interested." And I'm grown, and ain't never had that feeling before. And just seen this person. And then when I talked to this person, I was like, oh, we gonna have to explore some things. So
Mm-hmm.
I think that that's possible. I mean, I give weight about anything that can have the impossible happens every day. Why can't love?
Let's go. I'm gonna say absolutely because I am guilty of oh Lord, the love palace be making me. But it's all good. If you know, you know. I
Uh,
am guilty of falling in love with a person that I didn't even meet physically at one point. We eventually met physically, but I have the attraction that we have with phone conversations and just doing things over the phone made me actually fall in love with this person before I even really got to see them physically. So I could say, yeah, there's a lot of things that we don't know. I agree with Kelly. Love is such a beautiful and complex thing at the same time. Hence my name, God is still love. It could be both. You know what I'm saying? So I like to dwell on the good part of it, but there is some parts of it that you just don't know. But I do believe that I have a brother that has met his wife online and they're married now. They've been together about to say for about 8 years now. So, things is different for everyone. Just watch the red flags, of course. But as I always say in my Chrissy voice, it's always about the experience. And I really had to learn that. That is really about the experience. Regardless of the outcome, about the experience. And I just feel that we're on this realm of the earth to experience whatever we're supposed to experience. And with the love thing, I had to learn to be this way because I'm empath that takes things so hard. Rejection used to be bad for me. Um, just knowing to love myself was even hard. But once I did that, I was okay. So what I can say is that you can love somebody you don't know, but the ultimate goal is to get to know them, right? Right, Gary? I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
yeah.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely. So we were talking about like back to your story, Kelly, because
Look, I was about to go deep. Like, listen, now
yeah, you can. You
I
can
was
do
ready to
whatever.
risk it. I was ready to risk it
Uh huh.
all of it. I was about to be like coming to America. If you're really a prince, I'll marry you.
Right. I'll marry you. So Gary, I told you we're gonna have this build. It's actually gonna happen next week, but I'm gonna go into it a little bit. I'm actually gonna have the actual live about it, but we can talk about it a little bit now. I'm gonna say, and this should make people tune in, because my thought is there really a thing of is there really a thing called unconditional love? Because isn't love supposed to have condition?
Mm.
So I'm with you, Gary. So I feel just the short version of it, and we could go deep on it next week because that's definitely the topic for next week for the relationship. Um, for me. I say no, and I'll go deeper into that. I'll say that it's not supposed to have. I mean, it's supposed to have conditions. And what I could say is unconditional love to me does not mean unconditional bad behavior. So when we just land it right there, because I think people get that confused when you say unconditional love. They think you're supposed to accept everything about me, and you are supposed to love a person through the good and bad and all that. But as we learned over at Blendeds today, that's where communication comes in. And I'm just gonna say that. Hey, Empress Sharon. Okay. Well, if you can hop up, let me know. Yes, Gary. And then Gary, I know you be hopping on panels, so stop playing with me. I know. But you are welcome to hit the panel too as well this week and next week. Kelly, what you think about that? What you think about Gary's question? We won't go too deep because I know me and you are gonna do a build on that. You hear me? You there? Hello? Okay, she might be doing something.
Okay, you hear me?
Yeah, now I can.
Okay. I think unconditional love is situational. Honestly, I think everything is situational. It depends on what the situation is in which I'm using it. Because I could love someone and still not accept the things that they do. You know what I mean? And still have a conditional, and this is how things work. So I think it's situational.
So
And from my
see, we're gonna get that's gonna
experience,
make me go. Okay, we're not gonna do that. Go ahead.
and I'm not, that's why I'm trying to keep it so high level.
Because I got to say
In my experience though, I've seen love has had conditions. Regardless if we've said that love is unconditional, anybody that I've met, I really haven't ran into somebody that did not have a condition on their love.
mhm,
And that's me
mhm,
included. So
mhm.
just from my experience.
Right, right, and that's like I said, we won't because we'll end up having this whole life be about that, and I don't want it to be. I want it to be about how you feel how do you feel when you're being in love, Kelly? How does it? Yes, let's talk
I'll
about
be
it.
twerking and all that. Now y'all know me. Y'all know me. Don't get me
Let's go,
started.
Kelly. Let's go.
Hey, I'm telling y'all, I would never sign up to be side chick, but I couldn't be one because I'm gonna tell you what, I got an eyelash problem, and I like sticking my eyelashes everywhere. So I'm telling you, sirs out
Peace
there, if
and love,
you
P. Moses.
have a problem and I can't be myself, taking my eyelashes off and putting them on your nightstand, they might add up though a little bit, you know. But no,
Like
I
I
want to be able to take my wig off. You know, you might wake up and see
right,
my wig. You might think it's a third person in the bed.
right,
You know.
right. And
I,
I had told you guys that I had because I told y'all that I was like I tell them outright off the bat like if we're gonna be intimate now, this ain't my hair. I just be serious like or
yeah,
don't be trying to pull my hair too tight because I'm just very like funny and a lot of my partners be like, "Girl, you crazy?" I'm like, "No, I'm being for real though."
being
Like
so for real though.
because if I get hot in the middle of the night and I got that wig off, I am taking that shit off with the wig cap. What is she talking about?
Hey,
And
you gotta look.
I
Look at
I told her that what if you wake up in the middle of the night and they don't see that, right? and then you try to put that back on before they wake up, and it's all twisted to the side.
Well,
Hey,
wait, though,
hey,
y'all,
Blended,
wait.
I didn't have it right. I'd be like, oh, babe, you should have told me to fix my stuff. You know, it is. Here we are. Let me know. You my mirror. Shoot.
Shoot, at this time, niggas, dudes is popping their chest off and popping their wigs back too, laying them out on the bed and stuff. BBL Drizzy, what you talking about?
Uh-uh.
Like, come
Uh-uh.
on, come on. So give a sister a little bit of slack, cause the wig is coming off. You feel me?
I mean,
I'm
Blended,
just
I have stories like here goes a transparent moment, and you're gonna be like, no, she didn't, but I did. This is younger days. We at the club dancing on the dance floor, and I got so flipping hot, Blended, like so flipping hot. I took that wig off on the dance floor. I was like, forget
Girl,
this.
stop.
yeah.
It was like, D. I was like, I'm hot. I'm about to pass out. No, I don't care what y'all say. And it was so funny. It was like, hey, because I just got hot. It was like literally using it as a fan, like, let me get off this dance floor. And they was like, and I was like, y'all know this was not my hair. If y'all thought this yucky, straight, curly hair was mine, you knew this was not mine because my hair was just short the other day. Stop playing. You know what
Right.
I
And
So
we
I
beautiful with or without the wig. So just
exactly.
know that part. We are confident with the wig on or the wig
Hmm.
off.
Yes. And I think that's what makes
Well,
No, blended.
you are beautiful. But go ahead, Blended. State your
I ain't
case.
got nothing else to say.
State your case.
I tell you.
I'm trying very hard to get this food down.
Oh, okay. I feel you. I feel you. I need to do that as well. But I wanted to talk, But you
Mm.
brought up something about intimacy and it being great. And I laughed over there, remember, because I was about to say something else and I caught myself. So now that we at the love palace,
Oh shit.
uh,
you don't have, I'm Kelly.
I know you put me on the spot. Don't look.
Yeah, I've
I'm
got
ready.
to. What
Transparency. What's up?
what do you do when you're like, oh, you're vibing, everything's great, y'all having a good conversation, y'all just it's just great. And then you have that intimate moment and it's not that great.
Oh,
Lord, pray for us all. well, then what?
oh my God.
So
And that's why
honestly,
I didn't say it over there,
I
Blended. I
have,
had to say it
here's
over
the
here.
thing. I honestly had a situation like this, and this person is still my friend to this day.
Hmm.
And I will tell you that this person hung in with me like through my oldest daughter when I was pregnant with her. Like this gentleman used to come over to my house and sleep over at my house, rub my feet and everything when I was pregnant, and we didn't even have sex.
Hmm.
It was and not no shade to him, but it just wasn't for me. You know what I mean? He went on and had kids and stuff, but he's still somebody that I could talk to today or still will talk to today. And we're cool though, and I just had to make it about just the person because at the end of the day, sex couldn't be just the only thing that you vibe with a person on. You know what I mean? And throughout this lifetime, our experience is going to lead us to people that may have not have it the best, but they have the best conversation or they support you the best. You know what I mean? So I believe that there are people that come in your life for different situations. It just wasn't that situation that it was going to happen in. But like I said, this person is still my friend, and I was honest with them, and
You
they
had
was
it
like,
that
"Dang."
waiting to exhale moment.
Out see you out get out my mind
If
over
you
there.
can close your eyes
And
real time,
he felt like the real thing. That's what I was
Dang.
just about to say,
it's
Linda,
gonna be like the real thing.
Because he said, remember, she was like,
Uh,
I want to live at blah, blah, blah. He was like, I live at blah, blah, blah. I want to have this. He was like, I got that. And she was like, I want to this. And then he was like that. And then she said, and then when I close my eyes,
Uh-huh.
But remember
Oh,
also in that movie, remember Whitney Houston's experience? She had been talking to the guy, and it was New Year's. And remember, he had found out he had another woman, but they end up reconnecting later on. And do y'all remember that scene? And he was
yeah.
like, "Girl,"
Yeah.
it was the worst thing. She was like, "What
uh,
just happened?" She was like, "What just happened?" And it's like, but she just met him, so I can see why it wouldn't matter because you just, it's not like you're developed those other connections. I feel those other
That shit
connections
was
matter,
mad funny though.
wasn't it? When he was like,
yeah.
That was
"Girl."
mad funny.
And I think that would make all the difference though too. If you just meet somebody and it's just like you have that one and done type deal, I think that then yeah, I'd be done. Like ain't
Yeah,
no
because I'm gonna have an
calling,
attitude,
ain't no. I'm
right?
sorry, I'm ghosting. I'm ghosting
Oh
and
shit!
blocking.
So I had a person.
No, I'm just
Oh
playing.
my god!
I'm just playing, y'all.
No,
I'm
she
grown.
ain't.
I'll at least be like, hey, I'm gonna block you because that dick is trash. No, I'm just-
So I had a person that the first time I was like, "What in the world?" And as bold as I am, think so. Being younger, I'm very bold and very vocal back then. So, like, what is going on here? And so he was like, "I want to spin the block again because I knew that, you know, it wasn't right and you wasn't happy." And I was like, I'm like, man, don't be wasting my time, dude. Like, for real. You know what I'm saying? I don't do this often anyway. So when I'm doing this, I need it to be great. It was an epic fail again. And I'm looking at this dude like, what? No, 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 bro, no. So it can be. So this is what I'm saying, like, because when we were growing up, it was no sex before marriage type of crap. Well, I'm not gonna say crap. Sorry, people for that believe in that. But to me, that's just not fair because what if you get married and it's not like what you thought it was gonna be? What you gonna do? You already married. I'm just saying, y'all. I don't know. That's just something that I've always thought about. And then with my experience with that guy then in the block again, I was like, no, dude, don't ask again because round two, it ain't gonna be no round three. You feel me? Like,
Everyone falls in love sometime.
I'm just saying. I wonder
oh
if God. So I be wanting some. I want to ask men that. Well, I had my best friend
yeah.
told me that he's a guy. He told me that he's experienced that with the women as well, and I was like, how? Like, he just told me he was like, oh no, girl, like, no, we can't do that no more. Like, he just nonchalantly was like, we cool, we gonna be friends. You know what I'm saying? Because he was like D. It was trash, and I'm like, really? Like that happens to you guys as well? And so he was like, yeah.
Mm. I almost said something out loud. Let me shut the hell up.
Why?
No,
Okay.
nope, nope, nope. Cause nope,
It's
mm-mm,
probably what I was
nope.
thinking. It's probably what I'm thinking. Because how you know? Yeah. So I just
Nope.
be wanting to ask guys when I be wanting guys to hit the panel, they don't want to do it because I be wanting to ask them certain questions like that. Like, dude, do y'all experience things like that? Because I mean, I had once, only one time, and what I learned to do is to have connections with people. Once I learned about soul ties and transfer energy and things that like that, that changed my mind totally about intimacy. Once,
Yeah, same here.
yeah. So that put a big difference on just giving the cookie to anybody because it's like no, I transfer energy and then body counts and I'm
All
just
that.
saying, yeah,
All
you got
that.
to think
Don't
about.
ever answer that question as a woman.
I'm not.
Never answer that. They can't handle it. They can't handle the truth, yo. They can't handle it.
I know. I made that mistake and did that. And I'm gonna say it's not that high because I was married young. You know what I'm saying? And then I went through the I'm hurt, and then I went through I want to have sex with everybody, but I didn't, but I did. So my body count ain't too bad. But I hung around a lot of females that had high body counts, and it didn't fare too well. When I said the same thing, why are you telling these people this? Like,
Hmm.
uh-uh. But
I
once,
understand.
but once I learned that, it made me really be like, I'm really, really aware of who I'm being intimate with because of the soul ties and the transfer energies. And like the last person that I did sleep with was I was like very aware of like what was going on and who they, are what our energy was doing. So it makes a big difference now compared to when I was younger. I'm like, girl, it don't matter, blah. But now it makes a whole bunch of difference. So it would make a difference if it's gonna to me. If I'm doing it, every experience is gonna be great. That's what I put in my mind compared
So you
to.
just put a whole new spin on something because you just brought in spirituality. Now
Hmm.
that's a whole nother can of worms because of the simple fact that you are correct. Just like if you think about it secular, right?
uh,
The body count that every time you sleep with somebody, you're sleeping with that one, that one, that one, that one, that, and it goes all the way back, right? So when you couple that with spirituality, now you're thinking about the energy that it carries. And in order to become new again, you have to rid yourself of that energy, not only on you, but in you. You feel me? So there are ways that can be done that way,
yes.
you know,
Hmm.
um, via a Yanni steam,
Yep.
but it has
Hmm.
to be a particular kind of Yanni steam for
Yep.
that, to do that, because you have to rid that energy because you don't know they can be because you it is the highest it is at extreme height when you both are at a level when you're engaging in sexual activity where I don't know if a lot of people I know that they all heard the terminology of sex magic.
Hmm.
So you have
Yeah.
to understand that it can also work in the opposite direction,
Yep.
meaning that the person that you're intimate with, you should definitely know because they could be putting something on you to the fact that anytime you have intercourse with anybody else, it's not going to work
Hmm.
or stuff like that, you know. And there are people out there who does that. So
Right.
you have to be very aware of
Facts.
who you give your body to,
Facts.
and to make sure that you're more aligned than you think you are. See, everybody
Mhm.
thinks it's fun now, but as you dip and dive into that other realm, it's more
Hmm.
serious. So I'm getting off my soapbox with that, but I just wanted
No,
to,
yeah,
put
I
it
agree
back
with
on.
you. That's why I said I have a whole different view of it, and when that conversation is had, I see how they react because it's different for me now compared to it was when I was younger and didn't know the things that I do know, and I'm aware of all the things that you have basically stated, because you can take an energy in, and I felt like I did that, where like I was under a spell. You feel me? And I felt that like it was not the spell of the sex, but like you said, like it was like nobody else would want me in the because the person had said that, and I didn't know that that's what they were doing, because I didn't know that is sex is so, you hear intimacy and it's really that it's so intimate and so central that you have to be aware of these things. And once I became aware of it, I learned and talked to somebody, and the things that you mentioned, I definitely am aware of because of that. And it also could be in a good way too, because ah, you can have sex without having sex, but that's a whole different subject because it's powerful. You understand what I'm saying? But
That's crazy that you said that, because I promise you, I believe that that's what happened in my last, one of the relationships that I had. Like, it was sex magic because I could not break apart. And not
mhm,
only that, I would have dreams of this person, like weird dreams. Like every single time I'd be like, I'm done with this person, or I don't ever want to talk to this person again. I'd have a dream that was like a real life physical manifestation of having sex with this person. And then I had to start thinking about it like, hold on, this is really weird. Like this person might have had done some magic on me, because
mhm,
my heart was like, my heart felt that it was done. However, that's not how I kept engaging.
mhm, mhm,
So I feel that 100%. And then the thing too, being married, one thing I can say about the spiritual aspect too is sex is so much better when you are spiritually connected with somebody. You go to places in your mind that you never thought you'd be able
mhm,
to go.
mhm. Absolutely.
You feel
And,
a different freedom.
mhm. And that's what I think with the subject. I think when you can be in love with somebody, it's a great feeling, because you do learn to explore and do different things. Intimacy um, works in all different forms, through the communication, through the like it like I said in my poem. It could be spiritual. It could be the conversation. It's not always about the physical act of doing it, because that can go away. You know, it can for unforeseen occurrences, or just something, things ain't right. Illnesses, different medications. Like, let's just keep it a butt. I know men that have had to have different medications and heart problems and things, and it doesn't work, but um, because they had a connection with their wife or whoever their significant other, they were able to overcome, and you couldn't even tell that there was any type of issue that like that, because they still loved on each other and treated each other with love and respect. So I think that people really need to tap into intimacy and realize that it's just not a physical attraction. It definitely helps, but I think, to me, the not having the physical attraction and having other connections is harder to break. I'm just gonna be real.
Can that love and that sexual love heal? Can it heal? Blended. Can it heal? What does sexual love, can it heal?
Yes,
In what ways can it heal?
because of the simple fact of the intention. If you go into it with the intention of healing, see, you have to understand that the spirit and the mind and the body all working in one when you are aligned. There's nothing more powerful than that. So when you go into it with the intention of healing, then it will happen that way. It's all about intention.
And that and I only said that because the last person that I hooked up with, I know that they had some things going on in their life, but I went in with the intention on healing, healing the both of us. But I think that in that connection, that got too strong, and the person couldn't
Um,
handle it.
so here's the thing. Did you all ever have a conversation about, a real, like, real down to earth conversation? Because if one is going in with an intention of X, Y, and Z, and the other person is going in with the expectation of X, Y, and Z, see the difference? Intention and expectation. It has to be both mutually intention and not expectation, because intention is a purer form than expectation. So, as far as coming into unison and trying to heal through that intimacy, did that connection break? Did you both go into it with intention, or did you somewhere along the line stop and say, okay, what's the expectation? You feel
So
me?
yes, ma'am, I hear you. So the one thing that I can say about that is we didn't have the healing conversation.
Mm,
That wasn't the conversation, and I could tell you from my part when I went into it, I went into it like Dee said. I'm at that age in my life where I'm like, man, I can get it with anybody. I've been locked up for so long that I'm like, shoot. But I know that that connection that you have through sex can bind you to certain things you may not want to be bound to. And I didn't go into it at first with the intention of this is going to heal us. We didn't have that conversation either. But I know that my love can heal because it has done it before, or I have done it before.
but what cost to you? What cost to you? Because if you put your intention into it and you poured into that other person, what was the backflow of that?
Ooh, ooh,
What happened to you?
ooh. Blended, you going deep right there. Emotional trauma.
That part. You see, it is that you have to be strong enough if you have that intention. Say you're the only one that has that intention, that I know that I can heal this person. I know I can do this. And even though they may feel that you can, it was not an intention on one side. It was one-sided. So therefore, you the one being the stronger one. I'm sorry, it's a basketball game going on.
That's okay. That's okay. This is real life.
Um, so what ended up happening is that you ended up being the stronger out of the two, was pulling and sucking that energy or that darker energy into you.
And I
Is
also
everything
told
okay?
her, yeah, I also told her that first of all, but her intention was different, and that conversation was never told. So she was, she needed to, her intention and her actions were not matching. Just from the person looking in there and on the situation, what you wanted and what you intended, and then your action, and it wasn't in a bad way, but it was in a way of a different way. You know what I'm saying? Like in a way of I wanted this, but my actions are showing this. And I have to tell her that as a person looking on, what she wanted and what she was doing was two different things. So you have to be aware of that
Okay.
as well.
So here's the thing. When I asked you what cost, was you ready for that impact that you got? Like that, when you get an electrical shock, like you know what I'm saying? It could be a carpet shock or somebody touch you.
Mm-hmm.
Was you ready to receive that shock? And if you was not ready to receive that shock, what happened to you? Was you drained of energy? Was you low in spirit? Did you take on anything low vibrational? What mindset was you in? What did your body feel like? Those are the things that I'm asking.
Oh, I can hit all that on the head. Well, I could say truly, like I said, the emotional hit that I took from it. One, I can say this, and I know it may sound crazy. I'm a person that I have never experienced somebody turning me down before. And that right there kind of made me feel like maybe I might not be worthy of what this person had to offer, because they were like, no, this is too much. It's getting to be too much. And I didn't understand that. So I wasn't ready. And it actually drained me. It put me in the state of, okay, now I don't even want to talk to this person no more. This is how I felt. Like, I don't even want to talk to this person no more. But then I kept getting drawn back in, even though this person still agreed like we could be cool in this way, but there are feelings that are starting to arise here. And for myself, I was ready to take that on, but I understood that this person didn't. But because what we engaged in already, and I think we mentioned this in another ship's conversation, that it was the convenience of it that I was in for. It was convenient. This person made me feel good. This person made me feel seen. This person made me feel heard. But after the situation went down, it made me kind of regress.
Okay, so now you're bringing in other things. So, right off the bat, what you said was your feelings and your emotions. Now, if you go back and you look at that episode with all of the levels of friendship, so to speak, or relationships, right?
Hmm.
You brought in that aspect because then it became first, it was fun, it was convenient, it was, past an acquaintance, past a companionship, but then you went to the level of friendship where you were focused on each other.
Yeah,
And then what ended up happening is that you moved up a level and he stayed at another level. Number
yeah,
one. Number two, you mentioned emotions. Emotions are so tied in with ego. So when I tell you that the first reaction that you have, the first pure reaction that you have is your intuition. Everything after that is ego. So if you look at it with I always try to do a visual. If you look at it with the white angel on your shoulder and the red angel and the red devil on your shoulder, right? Your ego is either talking you into something or talking you out of something based upon what your intuition kicked in. All right.
hmm,
So, with that, when you said emotions, emotion is automatically tied with ego, automatically. So, your ego was a little crushed.
yeah,
And therefore, you didn't even want it. If you couldn't have it the way that you thought it should be, or the way that this person should have reacted, then cue the drama because you expected them to be where your level that you were at. Now, when he said that this is too much, was it too much for the simple fact of the energy that radiated off of you? Or
hmm,
was it too much because he wasn't ready for what you had to offer? So therefore, he said, we cool, which means to me that he had something else lined up. Or he knew that you were not the type of person to play with. So he put your ass on the shelf immediately after the act.
absolutely,
I think it was
absolutely,
the second one.
yeah,
I definitely
absolutely,
think it was the second one.
yeah,
Like nothing to play with. Like it's serious. But I have to give it to that person because they were very, very transparent about how they were feeling. And it's usually hard to get men to say that. You know what I'm saying? That he was very upfront with it, like I'm falling for you, or you know what I'm saying, I'm feeling some type of way, things are changing. And so I had told her to take that into consideration as well, because he didn't have to tell her. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have to
He
tell
could have
her.
played,
Yeah.
Yeah.
could have played up, but he didn't. I commend
Mm,
him for that. But what Kelly went through was an ego bruising because her intuition told her, "Well, this dude, whatever your intuition told you, I'm not going to speak for you, but your
Right.
intuition came in just like that, and you already knew what it was. Your ego, on the other hand, took
Mm-hmm.
over."
Yeah. Absolutely, absolutely. Because he did tell me that he said that, yeah, you're not one of them to play with. I already see that you're not one of them, and so
Okay.
I totally respect that for him telling me that, and it made me like him even a little bit more too. The fact that because I'm so used to getting my way, with men, like I'm able to say what I want and get it, you know what I mean? And so this person was actually like, I see where you're going with this, but for me it's too much. And I know what I was giving off was too much. After looking back at it, it was too much for this person. As I was ready for it, this person was not ready for it, and they made that known. My ego was like, man, you messing this all up, because I want it. It's my money and I need
Exactly.
it. It's my money and I need it now.
Yeah, because of the simple fact of you expected him to be the way that you expected and envisioned him to be. And
mhm,
when people don't act according to what we look at, or what we picture them to be, and then when they act themselves, then we be like
mhm,
falling out, passing out on the floor. Because
mhm,
now it's drama because you're like, oh, that's not the way I pictured it to be.
mhm,
That's not the way you were supposed to respond.
mhm.
No, they responded exactly the way they
The
were
way they're
supposed to.
supposed to respond. I think that's what I told her,
Exactly.
and I had to
And
learn that
that's,
too.
yeah, because that cues in expectation
Mhm,
versus intention.
mhm.
All right.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so listen, this is the part where I exit stage left.
Yeah, I know
It
your
has
time.
Thank you
uh
for that, Blended. Thank you.
Oh, blended. If you got, yeah, I have taken over the ships. We announced it over at Blended. So the ships will be at the Laugh Palace. That does not mean that Blended will not be here, people. Don't get it twisted. But it is definitely my project, and I'm so grateful to done. And I love having these conversations because we be getting down to it. So thanks again, Blended. Y'all make sure you go
you're
sub up
more
to
than
Blended
welcome.
Healing because she already replaced it with something.
Yes, D, it was announced on my platform that the episode 10 was our last episode together.
Hmm.
And it wasn't a surprise to anybody. I told you from the beginning that this definitely was going to end up in the wheelhouse of the Love Palace. So it was a pleasure to work with Dee, collaborating on this love project and handing it over to her because I couldn't have handed the keys to all of the ships to anybody better.
Oh, thank
So
you.
if it's more in her wheelhouse than it does in mine. And when you see things like that, you know, a part of the love and friendship is that even though you may come up with something, but you know that it may fit somewhere else better.
That
So, with that, I am extremely happy and excited to see Dee take this ownership of this program and, this topic, the series, and continue on and make it her love passion project now. And I'm sure you're going to have wonderful guests that come through. Before I bounce out, would you like to play the new promo for me?
Let me see here, because I was having. Remember, I told you I was having issues.
Oh no, not the
Not,
issues.
not with. It was Streamyard issues, not with what you did. So, y'all talk a little bit and let me see what I can do. Okay.
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 So yeah, so that's pretty much it. So it's a pleasure to have worked with Dee, and we will have more projects in the future because the brain just keeps going and things pop up, and I'm excited for what's going to happen on Blended Healing next. The next passion project, that's going to come up. At the end of the day, it's all about service. It's all about service when you are in spirituality. And I always say that whenever I learn something new, it doesn't mean anything if you hold it to yourself. You got to let the people know so that way they can take it if they want to or not. But at the end of the day, you take your cape off and you lay it at their feet and you say you could take it or not. But no harm, no foul, no judgment zone, you know, because, everybody's cup of tea is different. Everybody views things differently, either as a full cup or is it half full. So, with that being said, yeah, so I have talked out.
Well said, Blended. Thank you. Gratitude for everything. It's always a healing moment when we get on here and we're sharing our life and our love with one another. I respect everything that you and Dee are providing to the people, providing a space to be vulnerable and the opportunity to show up transparent. I think that we need a lot more of that, or just, get back to normalizing people being able to be transparent, like you said, with no judgment, no harm, no foul. People need to be able to be themselves unapologetically. And so that's
Yeah,
something that I am also still learning. I'm a brat in my ways, and I'm learning to overcome that. I'm learning how to drop my ego and not be in my ego so much. I will say that it's a difficult task to undertake when you have been a person that has been in relationship for most of your life. That moment that you get that free time to yourself to really work on yourself and really define who you are, you get a whole different picture of what life is, and it opens you up to views and opportunities you would have not had otherwise. And so I'm still learning. I'm a working process at every angle, and I will continue to work it. I'm glad that I have you two ladies in my life.
and I tell you that learning is a lifetime thing. You're always going to be in a learning mode. Um, it's all about mastery at the point. Once
Hmm.
you become the student, the teacher will come. And sometimes, after you have learned as much as you can from your teacher, then the student will become the teacher. And that's where you become into your mastery of whatever you're learning.
That's good. That's good. So I'm working on mastering myself.
I'm sorry, it's moving so slow. I was hoping it would speed up, but it's moving slow.
Listen,
So
it's okay.
if I get it,
I gotta get up in the morning.
I
I
know.
gotta, yeah.
I already know.
Listen, I slept this morning. When you sleeping so good, and then you turn around. I must have turned the alarm off, and usually my body clock woke me up early, and then because I'm going through this in between the veil hours, a lot, and then when I'm kicking into gear and I'm really getting into that sleep, I woke up, I looked at the clock, I said, "Oh, it's 7:20." I was like, "Okay." I said, "Oh shit, it's 7:20." So I laid there and I was like, yo, do I really want to go in? And I was like, Michelle, do not take another day. So I was like, let me just drag my knuckles across. I laid there for a minute, then I got up and I just texted and I said, yo, I'm gonna be late. And I have a lot of time. So, a lot of time. So I just say, yo, I'm taking XYZ time. I'm not shifting my hours because I knew it was the ships tonight. And I wasn't gonna stay there past, the time I get off. So, but I was sleeping good because they call it the witching hour or the veil time when it's between 2 and 5. And Hunty, I am up. I don't know who's communicating with me, but every night for the last few weeks, it's like, yo. And then the dreams have been so crazy. Like people are coming into the dreams that unless I'm tiptoeing through their dream world, it's been crazy. It's been crazy. It's been real crazy. So the things that are coming up in the dreams is like it's very vivid right now. So
Yeah. I'm
hey,
here.
I'm looking
Hey,
at
Dre. Yeah, Dre is in the building. Y'all make sure y'all check out that new Dre comps that came out a couple of weeks ago. Start playing with it. And Blended
okay.
has been playing. Blended has been playing the music, boy. She be on that.
I'm over there playing.
Yep.
I'm
Yep.
over there playing. How come Sharon didn't pop it tonight? She in the chat. How come she popped up?
She's talking about she on her computer, and I'm thinking, I think we might have got it in there. Why this whole time talking? I'm thinking when she's saying she on the computer, that means she's coming up. That's what my
That's what I thought.
okay,
But
okay.
it must have been something a little different going on over there. I think something shaky, you know what I mean?
Sharon, where you at?
Where
She's
you
like,
at,
yeah.
Sharon? What you doing? Sharon, what you doing over there? What you doing?
Okay, I think I
All
got
right,
it,
peace and
guys.
love.
Hold on. Okay,
Okay.
so I think I got it. So this is what's happening now.
You ever wonder what it's like to live in the jungle? Lion, tigers, and bears, snakes, and scorpions. Can you take this shit serious? Serious as it is. When it's fuck, how you feel, better get it how you live. When killers retaliate every enemy possible, surviving lives on a hard pill to swallow. God bless the child that can hold his own. That means taking care of your family till your kids are grown. If loyalty is royalty, some of us broke as fuck. Blood thicker than water, but still, who can you trust? They say that you to blame, ran your name in the mud. You a soldier, you was trained, you was ready for war. The president smoking, fucking bitches in the White House, stomping in the Air Force Ones into the lights out. King of high yourself, they say you dangerous and woke. They know we greedy for these beats, so they say we creep slow.
Whoa, is the new sleep. Shallow is the new deep. Cheeks every news week. Silence is the new speech. Cool like a fan, but on the other hand, I'm a nympho. So I like to fuck what they saying. Fuck an ab and a pan. They both kicking the can. Two homeless motherfuckers that ain't took back they land. Ain't no need to take a seat, want you to overly stand. Listen up and pour a cup. Why I rock like a band. Fuck a chief in a trap. I like feeling the vibe. Man, tucking on that pride and see it's just a divide. But you fuck with white girls and you push genocide. And Jennifer, the only one you call for a ride. I was fucking with that shit, but now my feelings have died. And all my women spoiled like my package expired. My discernment like a tooth with the feeling inside. Cause I'm here to tell the truth. Fuck what you feeling inside, nigga.
This that prolific, spiritual individual. Grab your bitches, they follow him everywhere he go. My aura code, the shit I'm kicking like Sub-Zero. Most niggas playing it simple, we keep shit popping like teenage pimples. Y'all niggas lack credentials, overlapping most uniques with meditation, elevation, fundamentals is official. Like a ref with a whistle, I won't pick up my dribble. She look me in the eyes, open up the eyes to say, play monkey in the middle. The woman's my favorite riddle. High charisma in my temple, she get real experimental. With her mouth on my pickle, guess my lap is her pillow. She have fun giving me brain, that's real fundamentals. Give me some, get you one. I'm a chosen one to overcome any spiritual war. I know I already won, plus my high vibration surpassing all you bums, nigga.
And that's it, people. She said
Beautiful.
she in the clouds. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Sharon
Wonderful.
said
Yes.
she's in the
Clouds,
clouds.
all right. Who you in the cloud call with?
That part. Uh-huh.
You
we
tell
ain't in
me.
we ain't in the cloud car.
Sharon, you over there on your Mario
Wow.
Brothers?
She's in the cloud call. All
She's in
right.
the
It's
car.
been a pleasure. Salute to each and every one of you.
Have a
Thank you so
wonderful night.
much for having
Thank
me. I appreciate you. Have
you.
a wonderful night,
You
and
too.
I
You
shall talk
too.
to you all very, very soon.
All right. Yeah. So Kels will be joining more often. I put her on the spot. When she can, she's a full-time mother, so I get it. It's gonna teach me how to do things solo dolo, as one of my friends would say. And I can do it too. And so my computer is her boyfriend. No, she didn't. Sharon. Girl, you gonna have to don't be having no computer love. What? But yeah, I just like this subject was like good because I'm like we always think about the negative of love. You know what I'm saying? And I enjoy the butterfly feelings, the good times. Because why we always got to focus on the negative, and that's my number one thing. Computer, right, Lonnie? Computer love. um, Definitely the fun side. We was talking about that, Kels, like how we just had these new experiences, and we went through the fun times that we have, and the things that we do miss. Uh, the conversation, laughing. That's what I really like. If you could make me laugh, boy, my brother used to say, the man that makes the girl laugh gets the ass. You coming up twice? What happened, Kelly? Okay, Kelly, hold on. Is that you, Kels? Hold on. Let me get, because there's two. So hold on, y'all. We got to be careful around here. So hold on. Somebody's at the door. Hello?
Can you hear me?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Oh, okay. So you need me to drop the other one?
Yeah, drop. I don't know what happened. It dropped me.
It has two of you. Okay, but you don't
Drop
have
one of them.
your camera is on. Well, you're both up here. Okay, there you
Okay.
go. Okay, I removed. Girl, I thought I was having somebody.
I'm like, hey, they stealing my identity already.
Yeah, I'm like, what the heck is going on? I'm like, I don't see you. But yeah, now I forgot my thought. But
No,
anyway,
here
oh,
yeah,
go
go
ahead,
ahead.
go ahead. No,
No, you
you go
got.
ahead. I
No,
don't.
I was just gonna say I don't know if anybody was able to check out uh what's her name?
Ayana,
Ayana
Ayana. Uh huh.
Anyanla. and Cam Newton and Cam Newton on his little show. And the one thing that she said is, she said, "Why we make things so hard?
Hmm.
Why we are so conditioned to struggle love. We got to come through the struggle love. Like, I'm a firm believer now that I know what I
Hey,
know.
sir. Thanks for
I
showing up.
am not, I don't want the struggle love no more. Like, I don't want to just hold it down only in the bad times, or think that, the negative part of love is something that I always just have to accept. Even though love comes with its flaws, does it have to be hard? Do we have to make it hard? And why do we make it hard? Or why do we say that we have to struggle or fight for this? I don't want something that I have to fight for anymore. Coming out of survival mode, I want love, I want peace, I want all of that. So I guess the thing is just living into that and being what I want or expect out of someone else. I have to show up as that first. So
Yeah, I
to your
think that.
point,
Go ahead.
no, I was gonna say, just to your point, just not focus so much on the negative parts of love.
Mm. And just have the experience. Like I said, even though I have good experiences and then have some bad experience, but like I said, at the end of the day, I'm Mary J. I still believe in love, because what it can do you when you go through an experience and it's not what you expected it to be, you tend to be like, I ain't never gonna fuck love. We'll say that in a minute. Ooh, my ears is ringing.
Mhm.
Ooh, my ears is ringing. Hold on. Okay. It's bad. Like, okay. And why we don't need to do that, we still need to know that it is there for us. And it could be in a different form. You know what I'm saying? A different form, like definitely loving yourself. Firm
Mhm.
believer in that. You don't love yourself, you can't love nobody else. You know.
Absolutely.
And that's where the true love is, which has helped me to be able to um go through it, go through things that I may felt that was unpleasant, but I was like, I'm gonna start thinking about all the good things and all the good times that I had, and what was my experience with this, and what was the good experiences, and just the laughter and conversation. As you guys can see, I love to talk, so I can have a good conversation and just um, expressing yourself, expressing your feelings. What she said. That's where it started. Yep, you right. Expressing yourself and being able to be free with that person. Like
Mhm.
I think I'm more free right out the gate. This is me. This is who I am. I don't have time to be anything different, especially because life changed on me. So I can't be a catfish.
Yeah.
Feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like, because I had to be transparent off the top, because they'll be like, "Girl, you didn't even say." You know what I'm saying? And I do look like this picture. Whenever you get through, y'all better ask somebody. Tell me no, okay.
Right, right.
I could do this. I could do the braids. I could do it all, but I can't be with somebody, or I have to have that self love within myself to be able to even function in this world. Because if I worried about what people said and how they felt about me negatively, I would literally kill myself inside, spiritually and physically. And it was a lesson for me to learn. I had to learn that. And then being around family members and people that are like, girl, you still beautiful. You this, you know what I mean? And that definitely helps. It definitely helps your ego.
Yeah, so question. Can you love someone that doesn't love themselves or does not exhibit self-love?
I can say that I cannot love somebody that does not love themselves. What I can say is, are they willing to learn how to love themselves, because they might not even know how to do that. So if You don't know how to do that. I can't, like Linda said, expecting that from somebody that doesn't know how to do that, that ain't gonna work. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Like how that ain't. I mean, what example do they have? What? How do they even know? And I'm saying that because I didn't know how to do that. I
Mm-hmm.
had, so I was allowed the opportunity. This is what, here's these tools. These are things that can help you to learn to love yourself. And then I grasped those opportunities and took it. If you have an opportunity to get those tools and get a chance to be able to find that self love, I absolutely can be in love with you. Absolutely. But that means communication, listening, not to respond, and actually knowing that somebody's not out to get you, that they really love and care for you. It's not a malicious way. And it's hard in this day and age to actually have that. Because if you've been treated like trash, that's all you know. If you've been treated wrong, that's all you're gonna
Mm-hmm.
know.
Uh-huh.
So I think you definitely, if you're willing to learn, thank goodness I had people in my life that was like, girl, you need to love yourself and this and that. And I took those tools. If I rejected that, that's still my prerogative, like Bobby Brown said. But I couldn't say that I didn't have the opportunity to learn. So to answer that.
Okay. And the reason why I asked that question is because I don't know. I get the answer every time because that's one of the questions that I also lead with in out here
Mm-hmm.
dating is the first thing the question that I ask is do you love yourself? And
Mm-hmm.
surprisingly I get all the time that yeah, I do love myself. But then when you see what a person is doing and the way that they carry themselves, you see that this is not what self-love looks like. So
Mm-hmm.
what do you think self-love looks like? If you could picture or you can paint a picture of what self look like, what would that look like to you?
I think self love to me means that, and I'm going to use this word, selfish, because I have a poem that says that me being selfish, does that mean I'm supposed to be selfless? So that means I'm supposed to really care about me and what is beneficial for me. Not that it's causing harm to anyone else, but I have enough love inside me that I'm going to be okay when I need to uplift myself. And that's what it was for me. And it was a hard thing for me because I felt like I was by myself. So I felt like I was forced into it. And I felt, and now I know that that was divine teaching me that I had to learn to love. But it looks like to me, I really, really care for me and how my well being is, and also how I treat others. So even though it was finding love about me, it still was about me and how I reacted, how I spoke, how I thought. That's all part of the self love. So that's what it looks like to me because all of that is me. What about you? What does Sharon say? I'm learning it's important to learn self love first. Then it allows you to feel free, more open to love and accept. Absolutely, absolutely. What does it
Well, the
look like
one
to you?
um trusting myself, being able to trust my decisions without having to second guess myself. Um being able to set time to spend with myself to assess where I'm at in life, to assess my decisions, to look over the life that I've created to see where I can refine myself. To have open communication and be able to talk about my feelings and share my feelings and my thoughts and my emotions. To stay in touch with myself. Um, I talk to myself a lot.
Me
I
too.
know sometimes people will be like, oh, that's crazy. You talk to yourself.
Mm-mm,
Some people may
mm-mm,
think you're unhinged. But one thing that I do, and it's funny that we do this all the time, like you'll be sitting across the couch and the kids come in and I'll be popping off. I'll be ready. One, two, three, pop off.
mm-hmm,
And I have to readjust myself. A lot of self reflection comes with love. If you're able to
mm-hmm,
self reflect, that means I feel that self reflection is the number one love value that you could have. is being able to look at yourself and find where you can refine yourself. Because I'll be sitting talking to you and I'll say something to the kids and then I'll look over at you and say, "Did I do that right?" and
Right,
we be
right. I like, yeah,
laughing.
good job, good job.
And we be
Yeah.
laughing. But that's one of the tools that I use to refine myself. I know that if I can be self-aware, that is one of the things that will show that you love yourself, because you are self-aware, and then you put that self-awareness into action. You start to take action on the things that you're aware, so you see where you can you have the areas of opportunity where you can say, hey, this needs to be fixed. I am not performing the way that I should in this part of my life, so let me go ahead and do something about that. So just kind of getting back to talking about uh, meeting the person that I said that I met and asking, that question on whether you love yourself or not. I commend that person for being able to step up and say, you know what, this is a little too much. I have to kind of step back from this, because that does show that you love yourself, to be able to say, you know what, I see where
Mm.
you at in this moment, and I see you, and I want you to know that I see you, but I also now have to care for myself in this moment as well, to make sure that I'm not giving you something that you don't want, and that I'm not giving myself. So that was very commendable. So it's just those little tools that I see on how you can show yourself self-love.
So, do you think you can be in love with yourself? Speaking of being, how we was talking about being in love. So, do you think you can be in love with yourself?
Ooh, at this point, absolutely. Absolutely, you can
Mm.
be in love with yourself. I think that I'm more in love with myself right now, and finding more and more about myself now than I have in previous years. And I can say it's because I took the time to spend with myself. I really
Mhm.
started doing things, like I started from, eating better. We went from eating better to learn how to work with herbs to heal myself, from to giving myself spiritual baths, into making shea butters and sugar scrubs and things that made my skin and stuff, my body feel smooth and soft. It started turning me into myself, to say, hey, I only have one body, and I know that I have to take care of it. And what that looks like is my spiritual health, my physical health, my emotional health, all of that combined, being able to make sure that is intact. So
That's
yes, absolutely loving yourself. I love
that's
myself right now.
I know. I could say that too. And even though I would love to have a significant other, a mate, to experience the goddessy of love. No, to be able to experience. You should experience fun loving person too. No, but I agree with you, because and it's hard sometimes, like I said, especially when life changes and circumstances changes. You have to really look and be like, what does love look like for me? There's so many things that can distract us from not focusing on us. So you have to really be like, what does it look like for me? And I do agree with you. We have very transparent conversations in our household with our immediate families. We're very transparent with each other, and I feel that that helps, because I feel that there was a lack of that for me growing up, and I used to use that as an excuse. Well, I never had love. I had all the men in my life always left me. I threw out everything to excuse my behavior of how I was acting and how not to love myself. But once I realized, D, you're in control. There comes an age where, okay, come on now. You know what I'm saying? You got, especially if you're around people that are giving you those tools, you really have to tap into those. And I feel like that's what we do, is really tap into that, because we felt that was part of our childhood and part of our life that was basically robbed from us, where we were able to speak freely or say what was on our mind. And so that made me not have self love that much. And I used that a long time for an excuse. Once I stopped using that as an excuse and started using what people gave me, and I'm like, and I went in it raw too. Like, I'm gonna see if this works because y'all be telling me all this other stuff working, it doesn't work. I'm gonna see if this works. And that's how my attitude was until it
Right.
started working.
Right.
Until it started working, and then I was like, oh. So then I was like, okay, so because what works for you might not work for me, but it's a matter of utilizing it in the way that it does work for you. Use it for a base, not you need to do this. Like Blenda said, she taught us, may we offer this, try this, instead of using you need to do this. Like, here's something I did, and I really speak from what I did, so the person knows it's me. I'm not saying, even though I do read books, but I take their experiences and apply it in my life where it needs to be, and then I give my experience to the people as well. So definitely, I think that it matters in having a relationship with someone. You know what I'm saying? Yes,
Mhm.
but I do believe that if you're willing to listen, and it's not even a listen like I'm telling you what to do, it's a listen to, here you go, try this. This is going to help you, and then actually try it. Do like I said, I was stubborn and was like, yeah, whatever, I'm going to try it. And then when it worked, I was like, oh, hold on, something's different. And being responsive to it instead of being like, well, all my life, this is how it's been. All my life, this, I had to fight. No, just kidding.
But can I add, can I kind of
Yeah.
interject though? Because I hear that a lot of people is like, this was the way I was raised. Well,
Mhm.
that's part of self-assessment. You just found out that that don't work for you. So why are we still continuing to go down this road if you've already assessed that this is just the way you were raised? Well, are you producing the results that you want because of how you were raised? And if you're not producing those results, then uh there is room for change.
Right. And if somebody really loves you, they're gonna tell you, like family. I'm speaking of family, or I'm speaking of parents. We always say we want our kids to be better than us, right?
Mm-hmm.
So why are we not doing that for our parents? Just something to think about.
Boom.
Don't our parents want us to be better than them? So even if there were circumstances or changes or things that we went through, a true, genuine parent that really loves you always wants the best for you. So we got to keep that in mind that they wanted the best. So I need to be the best version of me. And that even no matter what I went through, be the best version of you. And that's all I have to say about that.
No, you're right. You're right. You're right. Just, I mean, take the time out. I think that when we talk about love, love provides us with the opportunity to change. And I
Hmm.
think when we're open to the possibility to love, because I think what happens is we get out on this social media platforms and we get people that want to play games and act, we hear a lot that social media is not real. But what's happening behind the emotions and the feelings attached to this social media and to the people, because we have a lot of people comparing themselves. I'm not this, I'm not that. We live in a world that will make you turn away from yourself if you're not careful. And if
Hmm.
you're not self-aware, you're comparing your life. You'll get it on Facebook or Instagram, Twitter, or whatever apps that you have, and you'll look at certain people. I'll kind of give a little story. One time when I got down here to Atlanta, the boys were playing AAU basketball. And so one of the coaches, their guy coach, his wife, I remember having a conversation with her, and we were kind of going through our social medias, and on her social media, she got all these ladies with they booties out and bodies. And I'm like, I asked her, dang, that's all you got on your page? And she was like, well, I just look at stuff like this from time to time because I wish my body looked like these women's body. Now, she got a whole husband and
Mm,
kids.
mm.
And I'm pretty sure your husband like your body because y'all been married for a long time. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But in her mind, she's comparing herself to these women that are online. And she was a beautiful woman herself, and I couldn't understand. And I asked her, like, well, why would you want to change? She said, because there's a lot of things that I would just like to change about myself. And it dawned on me, like, dang, social media really do got some people in a chokehold and will
Mhm.
have you questioning your reality and what where you sit and who you are. It'll make you think that you're moving too slow, or it can make you think you're moving too fast or not fast enough, you know. So I think that take that eyeglass off of the social media and just put it directly on yourself. Who do you want to be at the end of the day? What type of results would you want to manifest? Live into what that manifestation for you looks like, because who is anyone out here to tell you that you can't be what you want to be? Who has the right to tell you that? And in love, when you have self-love, love overrides all of that. Love will tell you, I do. Uh, receive everything that's out here for me, that I do deserve what is out here for me. That's what love will tell you, that you are enough. You're worthy of every good thing that comes to you. So
Mhm.
just remember that that love don't have to be negative, and love comes with challenges. It absolutely does. But in those challenging, that's where you learn how to love.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, we're getting ready to close it up. Next week, we will be talking about unconditional love. And love, is love supposed to have conditions? Think about that, y'all. Everybody that's watching the replay game is still tuned in. I appreciate you guys. Kelly, your last words, please. Excuse me.
Well, like I always say, look for a way to refine yourself, look for a way to love yourself and everybody else. And I thank y'all for coming in and listening to us. I hope somebody gets healed from this. Anytime that you tap in, understand that we're being vulnerable. Share your life, because you don't want your story to be told. Only you can tell your story. And I'll leave
Fact,
it at that.
fact. So definitely, you guys tune in as we made the announcement. I have took over the ship, so I will be doing a pre-record and having guests or by myself, or of course you still see blended, and we're still gonna do the Q&A. So look forward to that, y'all. So I think I'm gonna go take y'all out with "Dangerous" because this is one of my favorite songs. I have this little video because sometimes you just want to tell people this, and I'm transparent, and we're gonna go with this. So ain't nobody told you that they love you today. Know that I love you. Y'all make sure if y'all are friends with Miss Renee, y'all go check her page out. She was affected by the hurricane, and she put a page. Everybody listening that knows Miss Renee, go check her page. I meant to say this earlier. So she's without water, and I think she said power for 2 weeks. So if you can send a cash app or help her out, go check her page to do that. And know that Miss Renee loves y'all. Go tell somebody that you love them, and those that you don't even love that much or care too much about, you tell them that you love them anyway. In my peace and love, and I'm gonna take y'all out with this.
I'm hurt. Okay. Can you understand that? I'm hurt. Okay. So what you should do is let me get my stuff so I can move on and get on with my life.
Close your eyes, feel the pain, baby, let it burn. Who am I? Dangerous, bitches never learn all the games. Your silly ass had the nerve to play. Lesson taught, class in session, you gon' learn today. That nigga now, that's what they say, pointing fingers at me. It's gon' be hard for you to smile now a nigga happy. A summer day feeling the cool breeze. Your friends talk about my radio show, it doesn't soothe things. Kicking bitches to the curb, you ain't special, use a bird. Believe me, all the shit I heard really struck a nigga nerve. What, I'm supposed to be a joke for all the games you play? Look, now you know I'm being clear when you hear me say, don't get me started, I'm being honest. the bitches in the song, kiss the mirror. Flashbacks, they start to take control, it won't be long. Your tears fall, then it break your soul. When you see me and I'm passing by, know it's your fault. Yeah, girl, you could say hi, then cut this shit short. Summer nights, feeling alone. No, it ain't a curse. All the ways I used to feel, now it's in reverse. Kicking bitches to the curb. You ain't special, use a bird. Believe me, all the shit I heard really struck a nigga nerve. What? I'm supposed to be a joke for all the games you played. Look, now you know I'm being clear. When you hear me say, don't get me started, I'm being honest. Got you out of my conscience. Enough with the nonsense. You sorry regardless. Now that you on my bad side, I remember the last time. Be careful with dangerous. I'm nothing to play with. If you sorry, then say it.
How can you sing like that, dude? Remember when I swallowed that little computer?
Oh, yeah.